The following audio may contain the personal testimonials of some independent OPTAVIA coaches or clients of OPTAVIA. The results relayed in these messages are based on the unique experiences of the participants, and we cannot guarantee like or similar outcomes. While you may be inspired by these accounts, please note that any stories of success have not been verified, and your individual path to healthy living and weight loss will vary. As always, it is our recommendation that you consult with a healthcare provider before starting a weight loss program. In addition, this audio may contain income or earnings representations of some independent OPTAVIA coaches. OPTAVIA makes no guarantee of financial success. Success with OPTAVIA results from successful sales efforts, which requires hard work, diligence, skill, persistence, competence, and leadership. Please see the OPTAVIA income disclosure statement for statistics on actual earnings of coaches under the U.S. compensation plan, which differs from the international compensation plan. Yours in health, the OPTAVIA team.
All right, guys. Well, welcome. I'm so excited to spend these next 30 minutes with you all. I am your host. My name is Susan LaBelle. I am an independent certified health coach with OPTAVIA. And when asked to share my story, like the first words that always come to mind, it's just been transformative. Transformative, meaning like the person I was, I said yes, wanting to make a change in my physical health. Had no idea that there was so much more available to me. I had a desire for more in my life, to have more meaning and purpose, to have an opportunity to come home and, and to raise my kids, to be able to serve people. I was in healthcare because I wanted to help people create health, but I really found myself in sick care. And the first text I got, I remember from the first client I supported, that just like, you're changing my life. I'm like, this is it. This is what I've always wanted to do. But yes, it started with me being a client first, with just the passion and heart to want to serve people. I had family and friends that were asking, what are you doing? And I couldn't keep such an amazing gift to myself. And so fast forward to now, my husband and I get the blessing of doing this together, from our home, around our kids, and building a life, a legacy of freedom and fun and family, and love this incredible gift. So thank you for staying on with us to hear what potentially is out there for you. The full offering of what OPTAVIA has to offer. And I just encourage you to stay open tonight, stay curious about, what you really, really want more out of life. You're going to hear some stories from some of my friends and partners about their transformation experience and their life transformation with OPTAVIA. And I just want you to be asking yourself, what about me? What could this do for me? What if my yes could transform not just my life, but thousands of others? So a little bit of our story and our credibility. This is Dr. Anderson. He wrote our, Habits of Health Transformation, system. And he is the 10th physician board certified in critical care. And, he left that career because he was seeing the same people, he was saving their lives, but they were not making habit changes. So he's seen them again, and he was like, I got into healthcare I want to see people create health and change and help people create well-being and longevity, not just in his own life and for his family, but for other people. And he knew he needed an army of people for that great mission to radically change the world. And so he is the visionary behind our mission, and we are all on this path to help, create a more optimal world together. We have a very successful parent company, and we've been ranked in the top 100 of the most trusted companies in both 2016 and 2017. We have, great financials, very strong backing, and this has been an honor to be partnered with them over the years. Our company motto is lifelong transformation. We're not just about helping people reach a healthy weight. We're about teaching habits to create long-term, health, in all areas of life, healthy body, mind, and finances. But it's through one healthy habit at a time. It's having more optimal days than not. And so that's something I knew I could get behind, and every day just be better than the last. Now, some of you guys may know the severity of the health epidemic going on in the country, but all you got to do is walk out your front doors and look around and just see that the obesity epidemic that is happening, there is a world in need of what we have. And it's not just here in the United States. We have exported our obesity as we have moved into other international marketplaces in this last year. You look at these statistics where 2/3 of Americans are overweight or obese, and it's affecting more of our younger generation. And so if this is something that like pulls on your heartstrings, we are always looking for more people to help us reverse what's really going on in the country. So how we do that is by, in a really authentic, relational way, one-on-one, through our 4-component system that is that's repeatable, provides predictable results. There's 4 components to really our offering. We have our OPTAVIA Health Coach, the Habits of Health Transformation System, our OPTAVIA Community, and our Feelings. So for tonight, to help me to share these 4 components, I have some friends that are going to share their stories. They're going to help share a piece of these components as well. So first friend I get to invite on is Lynn. Lynn's coming to us from Reno tonight. And Lynn, I'd love for you to share. You've been involved with, you kind of said yes, OPTAVIA, been probably a couple years. Just what was your life like before OPTAVIA? Where are you at now? What are you experiencing? And what's next for you?
Hi, everyone. Thanks, Susan, for having me on the call tonight. I'm super excited to be here and share with you just how much my life has changed because of being with OPTAVIA. So I'm 51 and I have 3 kids, single mom, I'm a teacher, and for the last 1.5 years, I've also been fortunate enough to be an OPTAVIA health coach as well. OPTAVIA has changed my life in a lot of different ways, but the first thing that happened was, my own transformation. You can see in my picture, I had some weight to lose. I had tried everything and couldn't lose that weight. So I lost about 30 pounds and learned a whole bunch about myself along the way because of our system. And then started coaching about 1.5 months in because I just was so excited to share this with others. Along the way, I've learned about healthy habits and the things that have allowed me to maintain my weight loss, but also developed some incredible friendships. I've had so many amazing things change because of it. So friendships, I've developed friendships with my clients and also my fellow coaches. I mean, all of you are, what I consider to be really close friends now. And so it's really broadened my, my life in so many different ways. I enjoy getting to travel. I've been able to travel with the company through earning some trips, and then also because of that, I've been able to offer, my own kids some experiences that we didn't have before when they were younger because of being, single. I've been single for about 11 years. And so, the kids were younger when we were first divorced, and options were, pretty slim back then. We made it and we did just fine. But as they are older now, it's been fun to be able to offer them ways for us to create memories together that I didn't have before. So I'm really enjoying that. I've also really loved the mentorship that I've gotten from the company. The personal growth has been amazing. I consider myself to be a super strong teacher, but the things that have changed for me over the last 1.5 years with OPTAVIA and the trainings that we've been able to go to, and the way that all of our fellow coaches and team leaders pour into us is just really helped me to become, I think, a better version of myself all the way around. So I love that. And we're talking tonight about that first component, and it's having my coach, Becca, was instrumental in changing things for me. Becca was knowledgeable. She knew how to help me because she had this program that Dr. A created for us. She provided that one-on-one support for me when I was you know, having a good day or a bad day. It was awesome. And just that encouragement and support along the way has really been instrumental in, for me, like Casey said, being able to transition into a healthy lifestyle. And I love that. So I'm super thankful for what Dr. A created for all of us.
That's awesome. Well, as you guys, thank you, Lynn. I love single mom, but I know you love your kids, a teacher, you know, you had the desire to get healthy yourself, and then you just saw that you could give this gift away to people, and it's enriching other people's lives, and in turn, you're getting rewarded to be able to have those experiences with your kids. So, so awesome. And yes, the role of a health coach, you know, we get this opportunity to be coached, but then also the opportunity to coach others. So it's such an amazing accountability structure that's built in, along with our Habits of Health transformational system. You know, Dr. A just had such a vision of knowing that it was really about habit installation for longevity, you know, and creating health in our lives. So very step-by-step, self-guided, you know, study that your coach will guide you to the areas that you want to focus on. But it's about these small, incremental, consistent changes where you can create those lifelong transformations one healthy habit at a time. So we've got a book, we've got the life book, we've got the app, and we've got a ton of other resources available to our clients and our coaching partners to help them take those next steps in their health. The third component is our community, which is my favorite too, all my friends. But we come together virtually like this. We do a lot of local events. I'm down in Arizona. I get to see a lot of my friends and partners tomorrow. We do webinars. We've got great corporate support as well. But it's really the people that want to further, want to help other people, and the people that want to have similar goals in life, that want to move forward in life, and it's synergistic. You get around people like that, you know, it's really fun. It levels you up. And so our OPTAVIA community is like none other. And to experience that as a client, you're probably experiencing, if you are clients already, maybe in a Facebook group or something, but we have a coaching community too that's really powerful and strong and vibrant. And so that too can be such a great access for many of us that are seeking more community in our lives. So with that, I would love to pass it to my friend Casey. He is lives in, I know he's in Nashville, I'm in Arizona, but we both live in Portland. So we're making it work. We get to Life of Freedom. For him just to share his transformation. I know people probably look at that and be like, wow, I want those abs, and I want those abs too, Casey. But share a little bit about your history, your background, how you found OPTAVIA, and you know, and how it's transformed your life, your family, and what's next for you.
Yeah, thank you, Susan, for that introduction. That's awesome. You know what? It's been life transforming in so many different ways, and like the physical transformation is one thing, but you know, with my background, I had the history. I had a nutritional background. I was a personal trainer for years. As a nationally competitive bodybuilder. You know, I had fitness down, but what I was having a hard time with at the time, about the time this was introduced to me, was emotional mismanagement, stress mismanagement. I was in a position where I was forced to lay off many of my employees, to close businesses down for another company. And that was just not my personality. My personality is offering help and hope and opportunity to people. It's not shutting the doors down and hoping that they can find something else to do with their lives. I want to be involved in the positive aspects of people's lives. So that was a really big game changer for me, was to learn how emotional mismanagement is such a damaging part of our lives that will literally tear apart our health and our fitness and everything else that happens with that. And so, you know, like I understood portion control, like the studies and the research is out there that as effective or more effective actually than medical procedures and drugs and diet drugs type of scenarios. And when you couple that with the information, the education that you get in our support materials, it's just a no-brainer. So what I was trying to do as a personal trainer and a health club owner was really getting this information across to people. And without an answer for emotional mismanagement, it was a revolving door of just like, hey, I'll see you after Christmas, and I'll see you after New Year's, and I'll see you next spring when you want to get back into your swimsuit, and we'll just like do this oscillating cycle. Or we can get down to the nitty gritty and just fix this for life and create a health program and a process that will actually guide you through the rest of your healthy life, together. So that was really something. But the next thing was, what Lynn talked about was just the company that pours so much into you for personal growth. And, I've leveled up as a business leader. I've leveled up as, I hope, a spouse. Like Candy and I work like intently on our marriage and our communication with our kids and our communication with each other. And this is stemming from the information and the teachings through our optimal health, just community. So community has been such an amazing thing for us. And really, there's communities out there in areas, like even in fitness, we've had communities, but there's no community like the OPTAVIA community. It is deep, it is rich, it is authentic, and it is the thing that drives me every single day to do what I do, because I know that we can make a difference with everybody who just has this positive light of energy. Oh, I get to talk about feelings too, right? Am I talking about this? Yeah, let's talk about feelings. Okay, so here's my favorite thing. So interesting enough, like the most powerful things that I found are some of the other things that we talked about. The community, obviously the support materials are huge, but here's the other on the front end, and it's our fueling system. Eating 6 meals a day, eating every 2 to 3 hours, keeping your blood sugars balanced, keeping the hormone levels, your insulin level balanced, so that you can tap into stored body fat because your body's in a calorie deficit. The water intake, making sure that you stay hydrated, such a critical role, because believe it or not, how fat is actually dispersed and eliminated is through CO2 and water. You didn't know that. The nutrient dense carbohydrates that are controlled so they don't have high spikes and crashes, which oftentimes leads to making decisions based on just hormonal imbalance. So like you make those decisions because you feel like you want to eat your arm off, and so you make that quick left turn to McDonald's. But if you're staying in control and in balance, then you don't have those rash decisions. Plus you have stop, challenge, and choose as a tool that you can always use too. So the fueling's obviously designed to do well. That's a topic that a lot of people will talk about, is like, how do you talk about the process of packaging food? And I look at it as, food has been manufactured for good and food has been manufactured for evil. And when we look at the chemical addictions and some of the things that are put into like Doritos per se, it's actually intended to create addiction and create that, like, I bet you can't eat just one type of, like, right? That's a great tagline, but it's actually true. And it's been scientifically researched that was the design, was to make you eat a lot more than you really want to. So these fuelings have been designed to actually do good, to do really good for your body, to give you the vitamins and minerals you need in a slow drip throughout the day, because every 2.5 to 3 hours, you're having those fuelings that, just like nature would have intended you to have a healthy meal and absorb those nutrients, you get to absorb those nutrients every 2.5 to 3 hours. Keeps your body in a nice check. So that's a beautiful thing. Plus the balance of course, your carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. And then, every stage of your journey, we have an opportunity to take a look at like adding additional whole foods and learning how to cook through the lean and greens. I mean, what a great tool to just really appreciate what it looks like to put together a healthy meal and to build a library of healthy lean and greens that you can just pull out of the recipe box when you start incorporating more of your whole foods. So it's just, I'm just in awe of what we can do with this program.
I love it. I love it. So there you hear it out of the mouth of friends here. Our 4 components, they line you up for success. So you have your one-on-one health coach, you get access to the community, you've got your transformational system, and then we use the fuelings to support a process to help you, reach, a healthy weight and maintain and build a lifestyle to really just support your overall goals. And so I love that we have that. As a busy mom, I love the plug and play, like to keep things easy. Super grateful, for long-term health and tools to support that. So here's what we do offer. We've been talking a little bit about the healthy body. You heard all of them speak. You heard Casey and Lynn speak to the healthy mind. in the life book, they're definitely like as you're working through that system, and then the access and through the communities and through the coaching community, the desire there, but also healthy finances. And they're all the offerings. There's really a thread between all of them that create overall like health for people. And so that's really what we offer, and that's why we call this a trilogy call. It's like offering you the full offering of what everything OPTAVIA has to offer. So with that, I get to bring on my friend Lisa, someone that's just gone all in to access everything OPTAVIA does have to offer: healthy body, mind, finances. So friend, I'd love for you to share just your story, kind of where you were, where you are now, and what's next for you.
Oh my gosh, thank you. So yeah, a little bit real quick about me is you see there in that before photo, I was in Cabo San Lucas, have cocktail in my hand, and that's kind of was the life of the party. As you see in the after photo is 60 pounds lighter. So 6 years ago, got started on your program. I love the part of the program where, like Casey, he knows all the details of the macros and all that. You know what? Someone like me that owned a busy real estate office, I didn't have time to know all that stuff. I didn't have time to go to the gym. Let's rephrase all that. I did not take the time or have any desire to do any of that because it did not fit into my day. It's not who I was. So that's what I love, the simplicity of this company and how easy it made it. I lost my 60 pounds. And what I have found out is, you know what, becoming a health coach, I owned several businesses in the past. And if you guys have owned a business, will you just put a 1 in the chat? If you own a business or have owned a brick and mortar business, put a 1 in the chat. Because first of all, today is National Stress Awareness Day. So any of you that have owned a business, you know what stress is. I'm gonna guess right now, you guys deal with stress day in and day out. So at one time I owned 4 different businesses at a time. And dealt with a lot of employees and all that. Yeah, did we make some great money? Absolutely, but we paid all the stuff that went with it. And what I found out is I'm sitting here in Arizona in my house for the winter, and I spend my summers in Oregon, and this is our business now. We are able to be where we want, work where we want, and not pay that brick and mortar shop, not deal with employees. But more than that, we make a difference in people's lives. You know, it was fun selling homes. It was fun helping people get in that house of their dreams or selling that house for them. I was really good at it. But what's more important is being able to add hope, add health and confidence to people that they never had before. So that's my favorite part about it is, you know what? It doesn't matter who you are, where you start, but you have the ability to change someone else's life, even if it's just one person. So many benefits to becoming a health coach, but I can tell you why I've kept it off is because I became a health coach. It reinforces my decision to be healthy. So right now, going into the holidays, someone asked me, is it a good time to become a health coach or should I wait till after the first year? It's like, oh my gosh, right now is the time of your life to become a health coach. You know why? Because come January 1st, everybody in the world wants to get healthy. But November and December, you need to get all your training in, learn about our program, how to coach people. And best part is when January 1st comes, everyone knows you're a coach and everyone will be calling you. So fantastic time to become a coach. We call it pay it forward to make a difference. So, you know what? I'm so glad that Susan became a health coach because she paid it forward. And because of her, I'm here today, 60 pounds healthier. My husband is 35 pounds healthier today. And my family, it's so much fun and rewarding. You know, all of these people, on the panel today, we've all vacationed together. We all have a lot of fun together. Compensation, of course, is very good. I closed my real estate office 3 years ago after being a licensed agent for almost 30 years. So able to do this full time now. And more than that is, I call it a kind of a job with a passion because I love what I do. I love helping people, but I love the compensation part because I want to be able to leave a legacy. And what we're able to do is Gary and I are very involved with a mission in Cabo San Lucas. And we go to Cabo a lot for fun, but we've learned to serve while we're there. And you know what? The more people I'm able to help here and help get healthy, it gives me a legacy to do more things in Cabo. So that's the part I love, is a legacy for my family is getting left, but a legacy when people go to Cabo, I want them to think of Cabo Mission for Christ and what is going to be happening there, especially come in 2020. We have some big plans. So we have a lot of people here to get healthy to be able to do that. So Susan, thank you for saying yes, what, 10 years ago? And for all of you that are listening today, this is, thanks for taking the time. You're muted.
Yeah, no, I love that. And I think what I hear is from you is, what are the big dreams, right? Like, we all have something we feel we're called to do here, a reason. Like, we're not, you know, like, right? We're not just here like death and taxes, right? It's like to make a difference. And do you have a dream, and do you not have a vehicle to create it? And I think that's what we all saw, was like, okay, here's what I want to do with my life. I just don't have the vehicle, and it could be a financial vehicle, it could be a meaning and purpose vehicle, to be able to create that which I really feel called to do. And so I love it. So our progressive growth model is, we all go through the 4 components and start as a client, have our own personal experience, right? And because of that, people are noticing, and people want to work with, we're a relationship model. They want to work with who they know. And so paying it forward, we start with, you know, those people that we know and love us, and help them become a coach. We show them how to work through the 4 components. We just point them to the tools. So we're really just the guide, okay? And so everything is already laid out for you. But what does happen is your clients too are going to be awakened and having fun and transforming. And so the next progressive growth is to become a business coach and teach other people how to help other people, right? That's our business model. We help people win, and we help teach other people how to help people win. It's like that simple. But then we become a business coach to show other people how they can help and support their friends and family. And then over time, and everyone on this panel is a business leader, where we want to help go all in. We want to create that legacy. We want to make a massive impact on this obesity epidemic. And we are training teams of coaches, of people, to make that massive impact. So we've got progressive levels of competencies and leadership and compensation. And really what's so cool is you get to decide where you want to be. So how does it work is, like I mentioned, we are a relationship model. We work with people and it's really just focused on optimal health and well-being. And if that's something that you want to be part of, like we welcome you. You get to be self-employed and independent. So you decide like how many people you desire to support. You decide what kind of income you want to make, and we will show you the path to be able to support like that which you can go create. So there's no quotas or minimums or pressure. You do get a support mentorship team that can guide you towards the goals that you do have, but there's very low startup and operating costs. There's no inventory that you have to have. The hours, I like to say, are flexible, just not negotiable, meaning if you desire to help people, it's going to take, time. You decide though when you have the time to be able to help those people, but there's no requirement of the hours that you do need to put in. I love that there's no quotas or monthly purchases required. There is a small fee for the licensure to become a health coach, and then annually for a renewal fee. And those are the operating costs in getting started as a health coach. And then we provide all the training and support for you at no cost to you to be able to have, for you to access any of those progressive levels of being a coach. OPTAVIA Coach Support, we have a comprehensive training system. So you learn as you earn. Usually our income matches our efforts, and as you learn more, you get, and your competencies grow, the income will to match those competencies. You do get a business coach, right? And a whole mentorship team that has invested interest in you being successful and reaching your goals. We utilize team coaching. It's a very apprenticeship style model. So we don't just say, yay, like, congrats, and go figure it out on your own. We definitely link arms. We find out what you want. We lay out the path. We work hip to hip for you to be successful. We do things for you and with you. We watch you do it. It's very much the study, practice, teach model. And you get to work at your own pace. And like I say, you kind of set where you want to go, and we can set the course, but you really set the pace. So there's optional trainings. We're, I'm down here in Arizona for a regional, local, regional training or a national training. But everything's optional, but so powerful and so fun to be part of the community. But we have a national wellness and training events available to you. So with that, if you heard something tonight through someone else's story, or there's something that stirred in your heart that hey, I have this incredible gift, my life has been transformed, and I don't want to be selfish and hold it to myself, or I've got these dreams and goals and I don't have a vehicle to be able to achieve them. So maybe where you want to grow in your healthy mind and healthy finances, I encourage you, we've got a big mission, and we are always looking for great people that hear the call, that want to join us and link arms with us and help the world create health and well-being. So with that, we kind of close up tonight. Thank you for joining us. And thank you, Lisa, and thank you, Lynn, and thank you, Casey, for sharing your stories of transformation as well. We hope you guys all have a wonderful evening.
This audio may have contained the personal testimonials of some independent OPTAVIA coaches or clients of OPTAVIA. The results relayed in these messages are based on the unique experiences of the participants, and we cannot guarantee like or similar outcomes. While you may be inspired by these accounts, please note that any stories of success have not been verified, and your individual path to optimal health will vary. As always, it is our recommendation that you consult with a healthcare provider before starting a weight loss program. In addition, this audio may have contained income or earnings representations of some independent OPTAVIA coaches. OPTAVIA makes no guarantee of financial success. Success with OPTAVIA results from successful sales efforts, which requires hard work, diligence, skill, persistence, competence, and leadership. Please see the OPTAVIA income disclosure statement for statistics on actual earnings of coaches under the U.S. compensation plan, which differs from the international compensation plan. Yours in health, the OPTAVIA team.